Hello there, I'm Aaron. I'm an ecologist and a member of the Glamorgan Bat Group, which covers roughly the counties of Swansea and Neath Talbot in South Wales. I'm going to briefly chat to you about bats as part of the Lost Peatlands of South Wales project. So very, very briefly, just a brief intro into bats. There are over 1,300 bat species globally, which accounts to about a fifth of all mammals, with 17 breeding species in the UK, with 15 of them then known to be in Wales. For me, why are bats interesting? They're interesting as they are the only true flying mammal, and they're incredibly long-lived for their size. They're also nocturnal, and they use echolocation to hunt. In the UK, that mainly means insects, and in fact, it's been calculated that a pipistrelle bat averages about 3,000 insects a night, but it can be up to about 10,000, which is just staggering numbers, really. So then, in relation to the project, why is this project interesting or important for bats? Well, mainly bats are a key biodiversity indicator species, and they're highly sensitive to insect population declines. Bats can, by monitoring bats, they can then provide an indication of the health of an ecosystem. Forested blanket bogs are generally poor in terms of roosting habitat for bat species, where they rest and breed, but they do support a healthy food source with abundant midges in particular. Across the project, within all the restoration sites, several bat species have been recorded, with species such as common pipistrelle, soprano pipistrelle present at all sites, but also other species such as noctule bats, myotis bats, and rarer species as well, such as the lesser horseshoe, also being recorded present. So what the purpose of the project is, and what it aims to do, is to restore the upland landscape of the Upper Avon Valley in Neath Talbot and the Upper Rhondda Fawr in Rhondda Cynon Taf. And what this will do for bats is it should dramatically increase the food source for bat species. The other aims of the project related to bats is they do intend to provide additional roosting habitat in the long term for a multitude of bat species through the creation of native woodland and installation of bat boxes. The project will also involve surveying and monitoring bat activity with volunteers from the Glamorgan Bat Group and the Valleys Bat Group. And then we'll also be offering bat walks as activities to anyone interested in learning more. So it should be a very great opportunity to find out more about what bats are doing in these areas and to see how the project improves them for bats. Thank you.